Welcome back, anime fans! If there's one genre that keeps surprising us year after year, it's Isekai, the stories where ordinary people are thrown into extraordinary worlds. Whether it's a gamer waking up inside his favorite RPG, a student reborn with godlike powers, or a hero who starts at rock bottom only to rise above arrogant nobles, Isekai continues to deliver epic adventures and emotional journeys. And 2026 is shaping up to be one of the strongest years yet. New titles are pushing the boundaries of fantasy, action, and storytelling, while fan-favorite series return with even bigger twists. So today, we're counting down the Astra's top 10 Isekai anime you can't miss in 2026 times Bay. Get ready for betrayal, redemption, overpowered heroes, and worlds that will leave you breathless. Let's dive in. At number 10, we have one of the most punishing, yet rewarding Isekai titles arriving in 2026, Hell Mode. The hardcore gamer dominates in another world with garbage balancing. The story follows Kenichi Yamada, a gamer obsessed with the hardest challenges. When the online game he devoted countless hours to shuts down, he feels empty, until fate throws him into a new world. But this isn't easy mode, this is Hell Mode, a difficulty setting so brutal that leveling up feels impossible, and every battle demands strategy, patience, and sheer willpower. What makes Hell Mode stand out is its philosophy. Progress is painfully slow, but the growth potential is limitless. Kenichi begins at rock bottom, mocked and underestimated, yet his gamer instincts push him to grind, adapt, and eventually break through the impossible walls set before him. The anime promises intense action, clever world building, and the thrill of watching a true hardcore player bend an unforgiving system to his will. For fans tired of overpowered heroes who succeed too easily, Hell Mode offers the opposite. A journey where every victory feels earned, and every defeat fuels the rise of a legend. That's why Hell Mode is a must-watch in 2026, a brutal, satisfying isekai that rewards perseverance and proves that even trash settings can create the strongest hero. At number 9, we have Kizoku Tensei, Noble Reincarnation, Born Blessed, so I'll obtain ultimate power, premiering in January 2026. This story introduces Noah, the 13th Prince of the Empire. At only 6 years old, Noah is already recognized as the strongest child in the world. Unlike other isekai protagonists who start from nothing, Noah is born blessed, with an infinite level cap and a unique skill that allows him to inherit the abilities of those who serve under him. What makes this series fascinating is the contrast between privilege and struggle. Nobles expect Noah to coast through life, but his journey is far more complex. He must navigate palace politics, rival siblings, and the crushing expectations of royalty. While others see him as a spoiled noble, Noah proves that his strength isn't just inherited, it's earned through discipline, strategy, and the will to protect those he values. The anime blends classic isekai elements with court intrigue, epic battles, and the thrill of watching a young prince rise to become a legend. For fans who love power fantasies with a twist of noble drama, Kizoku Tensei is set to deliver both spectacle and heart. That's why it earns its spot on our list of must-watch isekai in 2026. At number 8, we have Odayaka Kizoku no Kyuka no Suzuma, also known as A Noble's Leisurely Vacation Recommendation. This series takes a refreshing spin on the isekai and fantasy genre. Instead of focusing on endless battles or brutal betrayals, it follows a noble who decides to step away from the exhausting politics and responsibilities of aristocratic life. The protagonist seeks peace, relaxation, and a chance to enjoy the world at his own pace. But don't be fooled. While the tone is lighter, the story still delivers plenty of excitement. His vacation quickly turns into a journey of discovery, where he encounters new lands, strange creatures, and unexpected challenges. What makes this anime stand out is the balance between slice-of-life charm and fantasy adventure. You'll see moments of quiet reflection, heartwarming interactions with locals, and then sudden bursts of action when danger arises. It's a reminder that strength isn't only about fighting. Sometimes it's about living fully, appreciating the world, and finding joy in unexpected places. For fans who want a break from darker, more intense isekai, Odayaka Kizoku no Kyuka no Susume offers a relaxing yet captivating ride. That's why it earns its spot on our list of must-watch isekai anime in 2026. At number 7, we have Isekai no Sata wa Shichiku Shidai, which translates roughly as the fate of another world depends on the corporate slave. This series takes a unique approach to the isekai formula. Instead of a chosen hero or a prodigy, the protagonist is a tired office worker, a so-called shakiku, or corporate slave, who spends his life buried in deadlines, overtime, and endless pressure. When he's suddenly transported to a fantasy world, everyone expects him to fail. After all, what could a weary salaryman possibly achieve in a land of magic, monsters, and nobles? But here's the twist. The skills he honed in the corporate grind, persistence, negotiation, multitasking, and sheer endurance, become his greatest weapons. He applies project management to quests, treats battles like business meetings, and uses his ability to survive stress as a way to outlast enemies who underestimate him. The nobles and warriors who laugh at his background soon realize that this trash office worker can organize armies, manage resources, and strategize like no one else. His rise is both hilarious and inspiring, proving that even the most overlooked skills can shine in another world. That's why Isekai no Sata wa Shachiku Shidai earns its spot on our list. A clever, relatable isekai that turns corporate struggle into fantasy triumph. At number 6, we have one of the quirkiest and most beloved isekai concepts returning for its third season in 2026. Reborn as a vending machine, I Now Wander the Dungeon. The premise is as bizarre as it is brilliant. Our protagonist dies in the real world and is reincarnated, not as a hero, not as a wizard, but as a vending machine. At first glance, it sounds ridiculous. How could a vending machine possibly survive in a dangerous dungeon filled with monsters and adventurers? But that's where the charm lies. Season 3 continues to explore how creativity, resourcefulness, and sheer persistence can turn even the strangest reincarnation into a powerful force. The vending machine evolves, unlocking new functions, offering supplies to allies, and even becoming a symbol of hope in the dungeon's darkest corners. This season promises bigger challenges, deeper lore, and more hilarious yet heartfelt moments. Expect new allies who rely on the vending machine's unique abilities, and enemies who underestimate it, only to be outsmarted by clever strategies and unexpected upgrades. What makes this series special is its balance of comedy, adventure, and genuine emotion. It proves that even the most unlikely hero can make a difference. That's why Season 3 of Reborn as a Vending Machine earns its place on our list of must-watch isekai anime in 2026. At number 5, we have Saga of Tanya the Evil Season 2, one of the most anticipated returns in the isekai and military fantasy genre. The story of Tanya de Gershaff has always been about defying expectations. Reincarnated from a cynical salaryman into the body of a young girl in a war-torn alternate world, Tanya quickly rises through the ranks of the Imperial Army. Her ruthless intelligence, cold pragmatism, and sheer willpower make her both feared and respected. Season 2 promises to push Tanya's journey even further. The Empire faces new enemies, shifting alliances, and battles that test not only military strength, but also political cunning. Tanya, once dismissed as a mere child soldier, continues to prove that her strategic mind and relentless ambition can outmaneuver nobles, generals, and even divine forces. What makes this series so compelling is the tension between Tanya's outward appearance and her inner persona. To the world, she looks like a fragile girl. In reality, she's a hardened tactician who treats war like a chessboard. Watching arrogant leaders underestimate her, only to beg for her intervention later, is pure satisfaction. With high-stakes battles, sharp commentary on power and faith, and Tanya's unforgettable presence, Season 2 of Saga of Tanya the Evil is set to be one of 2026's must-watch anime. At number 4, we have The Unwanted Undead Adventurer Season 2, continuing one of the most unique journeys in the isekai and fantasy genre. The story follows Rent Fena, a low-rank adventurer who dreams of climbing the guild ladder. But his life takes a shocking turn when he's devoured by a dragon and awakens not as a hero, but as a skeleton. Branded as trash, unwanted, and barely human, Rent begins his second life at the very bottom of existence. Season 1 showed us his struggle to adapt, hiding his undead nature while slowly evolving from skeleton to ghoul, and eventually towards something greater. Season 2 promises to expand that transformation even further. Rent faces new dungeons, stronger monsters, and the constant prejudice of nobles and adventurers who see him as nothing more than a cursed creature. What makes this series so compelling is the balance between horror and hope. Rent's journey is not about instant power, but about persistence, grinding through battles, mastering skills, and proving that even the unwanted can carve out a place in the world. Expect darker themes, deeper lore, and emotional moments as Rent continues to rise from trash to legend. That's why The Unwanted Undead Adventurer Season 2 earns its spot on our list of must-watch isekai anime in 2026. At number 3, we have Trapped in a Dating Sim Season 2, the hilarious and surprisingly deep continuation of Leon's journey in a world ruled by nobles and powered by romance game mechanics. Season 1 introduced us to Leon, an ordinary office worker reincarnated into the worst possible setting, a dating sim where arrogant nobles dominate and commoners are treated like trash. Using his gamer knowledge, Leon managed to outwit rivals, survive deadly duels, and flip the social hierarchy upside down. Season 2 raises the stakes. Leon is no longer just the background character who stumbled into power. Now he's a force nobles can't ignore. Expect more political intrigue, sharper comedy, and battles that mix romance tropes with brutal mecha combat. The tension between Leon's cynical personality and the absurd rules of the dating sim world continues to deliver both laughs and epic moments. What makes this series stand out is its balance, parodying the cliches of romance games while still delivering heartfelt character growth and thrilling action. Watching nobles who once sneered at Leon now beg for his help is pure satisfaction. With sharper writing, bigger conflicts, and Leon's relentless sarcasm, Trapped in a Dating Sim Season 2 is set to be one of 2026's most entertaining isekai experiences. At number 2, we have Demons of the Shadow Realm, the highly anticipated new anime from Hiromu Arakawa, the legendary creator of Fullmetal Alchemist. Scheduled to premiere in April 2026, this series is already generating massive excitement among fans worldwide. The story follows Yuru, a boy living in a remote village whose peaceful life is shattered when mysterious forces known as Chugai, paired beings with supernatural powers, drag him into a conflict far larger than himself. Alongside his twin sister Asa, Yuru must uncover the secrets of these daemons and the shadowy realm they inhabit. What makes Demons of the Shadow Realm stand out is Arakawa's signature blend of asterisk dark fantasy, emotional depth, and sharp world building. Expect themes of family bonds, betrayal, and survival, all wrapped in a setting where every character hides dangerous secrets. Studio Bones, the same powerhouse behind Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, is handling the animation, ensuring breathtaking visuals and fluid battle sequences. With 2 cores confirmed, meaning around half a year of continuous episodes, this adaptation promises to be one of the most ambitious fantasy anime of 2026. For fans craving a mix of mystery, action, and emotional storytelling, Demons of the Shadow Realm is absolutely unmissable. And finally, at number 1, we have A Tale of the Secret Saint, one of the most talked about fantasy isekai adaptations coming in 2026. The story follows Fia, a young noblewoman who dreams of living a quiet, ordinary life. But fate has other plans. She discovers that she possesses a legendary power once wielded by the Secret Saint, a figure whose abilities were so overwhelming that even kings and nobles feared them. At first, Fia hides her gift, terrified of being branded dangerous or exploited by the aristocracy. What makes this series so compelling is the tension between Fia's desire for peace and the destiny that keeps pulling her into conflict. Nobles dismiss her as weak, fragile, even useless. Yet when her secret power awakens, those same nobles who mocked her are forced to beg for her protection. Season 1 will explore her journey of self-acceptance, the bonds she forms with allies, and the battles that reveal her true strength. Expect breathtaking magic sequences, heartfelt character moments, and the thrill of watching a trash noblewoman rise to become a legend. With its mix of emotional storytelling, epic fantasy, and the ultimate underdog revenge arc, A Tale of the Secret Saint is the crown jewel of our list, the isekai you absolutely cannot miss in 2026. And that wraps up our countdown of the top 10 isekai anime you can't miss in 2026. From brutal challenges like Hell Mode, to noble dramas, quirky reincarnations, and epic returns of fan-favorite series, this year is shaping up to be one of the most exciting for isekai fans. What makes these stories so powerful is how they blend fantasy with themes we all relate to: perseverance, redemption, and proving your worth when the world underestimates you. Whether you're here for the action, the comedy, or the emotional journeys, 2026 has something unforgettable waiting for you. Now it's your turn. Which of these titles are you most hyped for? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your picks. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell so you never miss our next anime breakdown. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay legendary.